with that.
Mm.
So I'm enjoying the conversations at BeCollaborations. I am enjoying contributing and giving talks.
Mm.
And the thought, yeah, I did a genius slot yesterday in Surrey.
Mm. Where was it again? Where was I yesterday?
Well, I'm here now, you know.
Yeah.
Present here in the moment. Yesterday was a long
Golden, yeah.
and I shared a little bit of a module that we do in my Master Your Money program called Willingness to Receive. And it's shall we say it's a vulnerable place to be, to talk about a topic like that that's vast. I don't have the knowledge to talk about that. I don't have the experience. I'm not a guru. I don't want to be a guru. A guru in my own life is fine, you know. Helping other people discover their own guru is fine. But to stand in front of a community and say, "Oh, this is what you must believe," it's not me.
I don't think that's right for anybody, really.
No. Where am I going with this? But what BeCollaboration gives me is a platform to speak my truth. Because I could not go and speak about that anywhere else. Okay, so I do it in my own environment that I've created for myself in the Master Your Money, But it's an important concept, and you could say it's got nothing to do with Master Your Money, managing your money per se. You know, it's all conceptual and quite deep. Can be quite deep. So that's where I kind of see BeCollaboration at the moment, a platform for me to try out my truth, test my truth, show up as who I am. And then when the opportunity comes, I'll recognize it.
You'll see it. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. And maybe it's not about the opportunity. Maybe it's just about the being there.
Being part of it.
Yeah.
Because if we haven't got people being there, being part of it, then those that are coming along that will create projects, that will generate more things that are happening, don't have an audience for it. And I think you're right about money mastery. It is a lot about how we conceptualize it in our mind, because if we're not mastering money, there will be other things that we're not mastering as well. And 9 times out of 10, it's just that mindset of you see it in a different way. And it's like, oh, I didn't realize I did that. Yes, that would make sense. And all of a sudden it clicks into place. And we talk a lot about transformation, don't we? And once you've been transformed, it's like the caterpillar to the butterfly. There ain't no going back. Once you've seen what you're doing. So once that sort of penny drops, you go, oh yeah, I was doing that with money, wasn't I? And the reason I was doing that was because of that incident that happened when I was 7. And because of my mum doing that or my dad doing that. And you can't unsee that once you've seen it. It's there forever. And
you can laugh about it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yes.
But money is such a powerful thing, and it makes people very, very angry. It's interesting, isn't it? I'm reading a book at the moment. I've never read a John Grisham book in my life. And I belong to a book club and they've chosen one. So I'm like, okay, let's read this. And it's all about this guy who's stolen $90 million and what he's prepared to go through to keep it. And it's like, I would just have it back. Why is it so important that they keep the money? It's like their whole life is being ruined as a result of the money.
And you remind me now of a book I read probably when I was in my early 20s by John Clavel. He wrote those books called Shogun and so on. And I can't remember the title of this particular book, but I remember the scenario, a little bit of an extract there. And this book was based in Hong Kong. I think most of his books were based in the East, actually. where we were talking about drop dead money and what you would be prepared to do for it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get your drop dead money? Can't remember anything else about this book, but that phrase has somehow stuck with me, and that was just a drop dead money moment when you talked about how this guy got, and what he would do for the 90 million. Yeah, absolutely.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be doing another wonderful Know and Be Known in London. Is this the first one you've done in London, or second one?
No, I think it would be my third talk in London, actually, because I've done my first Know and Be Known, and I've done my Genius slot, so this will be my second Know and Be Known in London. In fact, it will be my second Know and Be Known. Second talk.
Yes, the second version. Yeah, moving on. So we hear a little bit less about how you got to be where you are today, and more about what you're passionate about and what you can give to the audience or the people in the community as a gift. So it's like, here's something that you can take away, use, consider, and have value from.
Yeah.
So what can people expect from you on Tuesday?
On Tuesday.
Let's whet their appetite to see if they want to come along.
Well, somebody who shall remain nameless, when she heard me or saw me watched a little Facebook Live when I first started with my Master Your Money ideas and the course and all the rest, said to me, Riana, that's a Know and Be Known. You've got to keep on doing it. So I took the easy way out, and I'm just calling it Master Your Money.
Oh, wonderful.
So I guess I better prepare for it.
You've been preparing all your life, my darling. That will be fine.
Well, exactly. So, there'll be a little bit about me and my history and how come I'm doing what I'm doing, and probably a little bit of an insight about the sort of things we're covering during the course and so on. So, it's kind of there. You're right. I've been preparing for it all my life. It's just how do I communicate it in a way that's easy and graceful, and I get more done and have more fun.
Yeah, exactly. Easy and graceful. I love it. What's really interesting, though, is we assume that people at our age, i.e., 35 and older, would have money sussed. And I see a lot of 30-year-olds have more sense around money than most of my peers, which is interesting, isn't it? There are a lot of people that think they can handle money, but in reality, they don't. So my philosophy around money has always been, if I've got it, hey, I can spend it. If I haven't got it, hey, I can't spend it. I never get upset around money. I get upset around injustice or what's not fair, but I don't get upset around whether I've got money or not got money, because I know what it's like to be poor, and I get on with it, and I know how to make money, so I go and make more, and then I feel better. What I realise is a lot of people, and my good friend Ches Moulton told me that everyone is addicted to something, whether you're addicted to alcohol, gambling, money, people, whatever. There's an addiction going on somewhere. And I looked at my life and I thought, I don't think, apart from my bed maybe, I don't think I'm addicted to anything. I like my sleep. So I can see how people have this concept of money, and it is an addiction for them. It's an addiction to acquire it, or it's an addiction to keep it, or it's an addiction where they can't keep it, and they acquire it and it goes out immediately. They can't kind of utilize the power of money for their own benefit. It's actually damaging to them, and it's exact same sort of philosophy as a gambler, isn't it? You want the buzz of the gamble, but you can never keep your winnings long enough because you need the buzz and the buzz and the buzz. So I don't know how much you realize, but I think this is going to have a powerful, very powerful impact on the people that are going to be there on Tuesday, it will give everybody an opportunity to just reevaluate, how do I think about money? And why is it I haven't got that much? I mean, I remember Beju saying at one meeting years ago, how much money do you need? What, if I could give you all the money you wanted, what do you want? And people were going, well, 500,000, because that would pay off my mortgage and I'd have some spare. And people, oh no, 1 million, because that would be great, because then I could do that. And he looked at me and said, how much do you need? I said, billions. I need billions, because I don't need it for me. I need it for all the people that I want to help. So to me, it's a flowing space of energy, and it's a tool that we use.
Absolutely.
And there are too many people that are attached to money in an emotional way. And
exactly.
It's something else out there. So I can't wait. And we will be videoing you with all the lights and the mics and everything. So put your posh frock on and put your lippy on, because you're going to look gorgeous. And then obviously we'll be sending that around to our community and through our social media. We won't be sending out the whole Known Be Known on social media, but little snippets of it. But anyone that's a member that wasn't able to get to the meeting, the likes of Alice there up in Darlington, or Paul Baker over in Bristol, and people that come from all over the place, they can see that Known Be Known talk on the platform, in the collaborators group. Okay. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be good. Is there anything that you want to share with the community and the wider community about Riana or not? Is there anything that you feel, because we're kind of coming to a nice close here, and I'm just wondering, have I missed anything?
I don't think you have. I think we've been round, I nearly said round the houses. We've covered a lot of ground.
we have. But you know what? We could have a part 2 and we could carry on, couldn't we? Because
we could, yes.
Once you've done this talk on Tuesday at the London meeting, I'm really interested to find out what the next stage is and the next stage is. So I'll be interested to see what impact that has.
Yeah. So about Riana is very grateful that the BeColl community has found her.
Lovely. Perfect.
And she's very grateful that it allows her to talk about stuff that she wouldn't normally talk about in public. And something that I noticed, because my first Known Be Known was about, as you say, I talked about, is your name really Riana? Are you sure your name is Riana?
That's right, yeah.
And I told a little bit about growing up in South Africa and how, we had the black danger and the red danger in the apartheid South Africa and all of that. And it was kind of the first time I put that story together in a coherent sort of way. And, it's only when you start pulling the dots together, joining the dots, in that process, you are healing, you are processing, you are gaining insights, whether you realize it or not. So I gained a lot from that.
You're not the first person to say that. Yeah.
Yes. And so, and because I showed up more courageously, things showed up for me in a different way. So it's like, as I am opening up, it's like I'm extending my arms to allow things to come my way. It's the best way I can put it.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. That is. Oh, I want an image now. I want to see that. Get Angela on it. Get a bit some motion graphics going. That would be lovely. It is, because you're extending your arms for yourself for more things to come in your direction, but at the same time you're putting your arms around other people and nurturing and supporting and helping them. It's a two-way process. There is no point you standing at the front of the room and joining the dots and going, this has been cathartic for me, if there's nobody in the audience to hear it.
Exactly.
And the people in the audience that are part of BeCollaboration community, and even the guests, are receiving knowledge and information from you that is going to have and has had profound effects on their life because of how they've received it. And they're not sitting there with a point of view of, I've heard all this. Okay, so she used to live in South Africa, big deal. They're listening at it from, oh, wow, that's what it was like for apartheid. I didn't realise that. It's a different way of taking on information, taking on new things about yourself. Because we always say it's the responsibility of the people in the room to take the knowledge that's being given and take it for yourself. You might have heard it before, but you can always hear it in a new way, and you can always take on board and have new insights because of how you are being in the space at that time. Otherwise, it's very easy to go, and cross your arms and I've heard all that before. It's not going to get you anywhere, is it? Doesn't